Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Nova Strategy and welcome to this August edition of our UK Mortgage Lenders Bulletin. Last month I explored how the data bill opened the door to smart consent-driven data sharing. This month we're going to be building on that and looking at how platform thinking can now be put into practice. So we're seeing a shift across the market. Lenders are moving from point-to-point integrations to orchestrated ecosystems. Now, this is a fundamental shift in mindset. The smart, forward-thinking lenders are looking at how they can redesign the customer journey to ultimately focus on what really matters. And that's not just internal processes. It's actually seamless progression across brokers, lenders, conveyancers, and platforms. The enabler, well, unsurprisingly, it's horizontal digital integration. HDI is the enabler, but platform thinking is the mindset that unlocks this. So what does platform thinking ultimately mean? Well, it basically means a shared architecture. It means enabling others to connect through you with predictable data flows, consistent workflows, and shared standards. It means collaborating with your vendors that support openness, not just adding more features to legacy tech. This is where HDI gives you the tools to redesign without needing to rip out your legacy stack. That's a key message. You don't have to rip out legacy stack in order to enable HDI. HDI is what gives you the tools to go on that customer redesign quickly, efficiently, and effectively without having to rip out legacy stack. So here's what lenders also need to hear. The vendor landscape has shifted. Now, I touched on this last month. If you've not watched that, I'd invite you to go back because I go into the detail of what that vendor landscape ultimately now looks like. But at a very high level, you can categorize vendors into one of three groups. They're a specialist, they're an integrator, or the new category is they're an orchestrator. Go and have a look at that previous video if you want to get into that in a little bit more detail. But what's important here that I want to get across to you is that you're no longer buying products, you're choosing ecosystems. Some vendors are going to offer speed, but they're going to lock you into closed loop platforms that block collaboration. Others will enable open loop models that support scale, flexibility, and interoperability. Even if your core platforms feel restrictive right now, you can still go open loop around it. That's the key, and HDI is how you do it. So here's what we're recommending for this month. Map the real customer journey from the borrower's perspective, not your org chart. Audit your vendor stack. Are they collaborators or are they gatekeepers? Book a platform thinking workshop. We've offered this on many occasions. If you want to get into the deep dive of this, we'll help you build a transformation roadmap that works around your legacy, not against it. So get a HDI health check booked in with us and we can run those platform thinking workshops for you from the team here at Novus. So to recap, the time for platform thinking is now. HDI enables the transition, even if your stack, your legacy stack, feels stuck. Your vendor strategy is your ecosystem strategy. So go on that vendor audit and assess that carefully. The big message here, though, is go open loop and avoid the lock-ins. Get in touch if you want any help making that shift really happen. Thanks for watching this month, and we'll see you again next month.